Call from the future. I never believed in mysticism. All my life I was a man of logic, science, and rational thinking. But one night I received a call from myself, from the future. It was an ordinary Sunday. I was sitting in my apartment, scrolling through news on my phone when the screen suddenly flickered. An unknown number was calling. The clock showed 0017. Without hesitation, I answered. "You need to listen to me. Time is running out," a raspy voice said. The voice was strangely familiar. A chill ran down my spine. It wasn't just fear, it was something deeper, more primal. My heart began pounding as if it knew what was coming next. "Who is this?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. "It's you," the voice faltered. "You from 10 years in the future, and you don't have much time left." I laughed. I thought it was a joke. But my laughter froze in my throat when the voice began to say things that no one but me could know. "When you were a child, you lost your favorite toy, a teddy bear with a torn ear. Your brother hid it, but they never told you. You still think it just disappeared." I froze. Was this some kind of prank? Hackers? But then the voice said something that completely paralyzed me. "In the closet in your bedroom, there's an old box with letters from her. You've never thrown them away." He was talking about Catherine, about the girl who died 5 years ago, about the letters I kept but never told anyone about. I couldn't breathe. My mind raced, searching for explanations. Was someone hacking into my memories? Or had I truly gone mad? "Listen carefully," my future self continued. "In a week you will die. It will happen at night. You'll hear the same ringtone as now, and then you'll vanish, just like I did." I jumped to my feet, my heart pounding. My hands trembled as I gripped the phone tighter, sweat dripping down my forehead. This couldn't be real. None of this made sense. "What?" I shouted. "What the hell are you talking about?" "I couldn't stop it," the voice cracked. "But maybe you can. Check your phone. There's a call that shouldn't be there." I rushed to the screen. In the call log, besides the current call, there was another incoming one. From my own number, 10 days ago. "You're lying," I whispered, gripping the phone tightly. My knuckles turned white as I stared at the screen, unable to process what I was seeing. "I wish it were true." The voice trembled. "They're already here." "Who?" But in response, there was only a wild, piercing scream. I threw the phone away. It hit the floor and the screen shattered. The lights went out in the apartment. Darkness enveloped everything, making every shadow seem alive. I heard soft footsteps behind me. The voice whispered directly into my ear. "It's too late." I shivered uncontrollably. I backed up against the wall, trying to find any way out, but everything around me seemed unreal. The footsteps grew louder, and the air filled with a strange metallic smell. Something invisible was approaching me, and I couldn't move. My mind refused to accept what was happening as reality. "No!" I screamed, punching the wall. "This can't be happening." The darkness around me became thick, almost alive. It enveloped me, pulling me inside. I tried to run, but my legs felt glued to the floor. The last thing I heard was the same ringtone, so familiar and so terrifying. It repeated over and over again until the world around me dissolved into darkness. When I came to, I realized I was no longer in my apartment. Before me stretched endless void. No sound, no light, only a feeling of hopelessness and solitude. I understood that my future self had been right. Now I too had become part of this strange cycle that couldn't be stopped. As I floated in the void, questions swirled in my mind. Who or what had caused this? Was this some kind of cosmic punishment for ignoring the mysteries of the universe? Or was it simply fate, an unbreakable chain of events leading inevitably to this moment? I remembered all the times I dismissed stories of ghosts, time travel, and otherworldly phenomena. Had I been blind to the truth all along? And then another thought struck me. What if this wasn't the end? What if this was just the beginning of something far worse? Maybe the cycle didn't stop with me. Maybe it would continue, passing from person to person like a deadly virus. Each victim doomed to relive their final moments, trapped in an eternal loop of despair. I wondered how many others had already fallen prey to this curse. Were they out there somewhere, wandering the same void, waiting for their turn to make the call? Or had they moved on to someplace even darker, beyond anything I could imagine? The silence pressed down on me, suffocating. Every second felt like an eternity. I called out, hoping against hope that someone or something would answer. But the only reply was the echo of my own voice, distorted and hollow. And deep down, I knew the truth. This wasn't just about me. It was about everyone who dared to question the boundaries of reality. The call from the future wasn't a warning, it was a sentence, one that none of us could escape. And who knows who will have to answer this call next night.